This video is for 6th grade social studies, Unit 3, Learning Target 2. Many of you have already taken the first test on the Common Assessment, and now you're preparing for the retake. So here are some of the items that I feel will be beneficial to you. I would encourage you to get out the study guide, check out the chart that is in the back of the study guide, review the 5 different regions of Canada, as the second learning target is students can explain how Canadians have adapted to their environment. This is a big topic, considering that there are 5 major regions and each region really identifies itself, and so the people in each region have adapted in many different ways. The very first way that I would really highlight is it deals with weather and climate, and this means that there are a lot of people that live near the U.S.-Canada border because of the climate. The climate is harsh as you go to the north. The harsh winters make it very difficult as you get into the northern regions, and that's why so few people live in the northern region. There are people that live along the coastlines, but most of the Canadians live near the U.S. border. That's why the cities of Toronto and Montreal and Ottawa are the 3 largest cities that you would find inside of Canada. So look for that as something to highlight on the back of your study guide. That is one aspect where they have adapted. They've all moved as far south as they could go and stay within their country. Another thing to highlight on here would be maybe what is characteristic for each region. For example, if I'm a fisherman, which region am I most likely to be in? That's going to be the Atlantic region. If I'm a farmer, what region would be more conducive for me to make a living in? And that would be the Prairie region. If I lived in the Pacific region, what characteristics would I have as a person? That's, for example, that's where a lot of Asian influences come into play with the Chinese and Japanese and Filipino and such. Those people generally aren't in the middle of Canada or on the East Coast. They've flocked and immigrated onto the west side. So that's something else to take note of. Another element to watch out for in this particular region of Canada when you're talking about adaptations that people have made, Canadians have made, is what region is the largest area, which one covers the largest land area, and that would be the north. The north is the biggest region. It has a lot of land that very few people live in, so that's something else to take note of. Most of Canada lies outside the ecumene, and this is where that can be found, is that northern region outside the ecumene. Very few people live up here. They are the Inuit people who live in Eskimos, and they generally live off the whale hunts and things of that nature in that area. Looking on here, you can also look at maybe what sports and economic activities people do. How people make a living is generally an adaptation to the environment that is around them. I've already mentioned a few. Trade and manufacturing would be something that would be common in the core region. Again, in the northern region, this is where you're going to find nomadic herding and hunting and gathering. This is going to be a region that doesn't have trade and manufacturing. It doesn't have resources that are used up very much, or other economic activities like that. The Atlantic region would be known for commercial fishing, as well as some commercial farming, although most of the commercial farming would be in the Prairie region. So that's some things that would highlight to me. I would really focus on this chart in the back of your study guide. If you look at that particular chart, you can see some different highlights on there as far as what people do for fun, as well as what are the economic activities, and I believe that would be the best way to prepare for your retake test. Good luck.